On the news tonight, Anambra State government demolishes kidnappers' hideout in Oba. Anambra CP decorates promoted officers, tax them on professionalism. June 12, FG declares Monday public holiday to celebrate Democracy Day. China says Taiwan independence will trigger war. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening. Glad to have you on the news tonight. My name is Maureen Stone Enichoke. Anambra State government has destroyed a building known to house and serve as hideouts for notorious kidnappers. Government House correspondent Chikabana's report is taken from here.
Anambra State Joint Security Task Force, which conducted the demolition exercise at Oba, Idemili South Council area, recovered locally made pesto, shrine, charms, concussions, Indian hemp, among other incriminating materials, while some arrests were also made. According to Mr. Ikenga, the gang leader, one Chinedu Ajogo, also known as Sampolo, was gunned down and 5 other persons, including their native doctor, was arrested for interrogation. Later, at the government house, Oka, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who commented on the demolition exercise and the security situation in the state, said the move would serve as a deterrent to other criminals. He warned that henceforth, in line with the law, criminals will have no place in any part of Anambra State. The governor, who drummed the efforts of the state government in its bid to keep the state safe for the people, applauded the cooperation by some people in the state in terms of volunteering information, adding that every stranger is suspicious until his or her job is confirmed to be legitimate.
Anyone, no house, no bush, no location in Anambra will be safe to kidnappers and these criminals that are unleashing mayhem on our land. And consequently, any bush, any land, any house where anyone is caught, these criminals are caught, we will bulldoze that place. We understand this complicity of silence on the part of people around. But we've said, if you see something, say something. We've given out the numbers. Give us information. Tell us if you have anything suspicious. Any place that you see something suspicious happening that you suspect might be criminals, tell us. We will go there and take them out.
According to the governor, who emphasized that any building being used for such purpose will be brought down and confiscated by government, saying that people's lives are in danger if they do not report strangers and criminals operating in communities, cautioning against any form of conspiracy of silence.
The governorship candidate of the All Progressives Granalized ABGA for Abia State in the 2023 general elections, Professor Greg Ibe, has paid a courtesy call on the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. Government House correspondent Valentine Badura reports that among his entourage were some critical stakeholders in Abia, including the State Working Committee of ABGA in Abia State, among others. Receiving Professor Ibe and his team, Professor Soludo, who harped on the need for value-oriented leadership in all the Southeast states and Nigeria, noted that ABGA is the party that will give Ndibo the desired negotiating power, while maintaining the need to strengthen ABGA through formidable alliances. Governor Soludo noted that ABGA is not just a platform to win election, but a movement, and called on those who contested primaries under ABGA to join hands as a team to get the work done. He assured to give the necessary support for ABGA to achieve victory during the election in Abia State, adding that Abia truly needs a visionary leader such as Professor Ibe to achieve its true potential. Earlier, Professor Ibe, while noting that his ambition is selfless, maintained that with like minds and the Southeast leadership, the zone will be more prosperous with a common positive objective. He assured to always be supportive of Anambra State government, maintaining that his interests is building a greater future for Anambra and the entire Igbo land. Mr. Austin Ehimere, Abia State ABGA chairman, noted that the primary election produced Professor Ibe was free, fair, and transparent, stressing that Abia State is set to take over leadership of the state. He maintained that ABGA is ready to provide quality leadership to the Abia State and thanked Governor Soludo for receiving them with open arms. He presented a gift of Holy Bible to Governor Soludo and also a flash drive to enable him see how the primary election went. The Commissioner of Police Anambra State Command, Mr. Echeng, has charged the newly promoted officers of the command to bring their expertise on board as the Nigerian police force needs it now more than ever to address the security challenges facing the country and the state in particular. The police commissioner gave the charge at the state police headquarters, Amobia, during the decoration of newly promoted officers under the command. Correspondent David Okwasele reports.
5 assistant commissioners of police were promoted to and decorated as deputy commissioners of police. They include Peter Ezebike, Sylvester Edebonya, Festus Irorere, Edwin Obeanga, and Ariboibi. Remigius Ekuri, Rafiu Adebayo, and Matthew Okafo were promoted from chief superintendents of police to assistant commissioners of police. Welcoming the officers into the management and strategic cadre of the police force, Mr. Echeng asked them to promote professionalism at all times and to remain ambassadors of the force wherever they find themselves. He explained that the promotion was in the resolve of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali, to promote merit and ensure better welfare of officers.
Promotion comes with greater responsibilities and more is expected of you in terms of professionalism, in terms of hard work, and you are being welcomed to the strategic and management level of the Nigerian Police Force. You are going to be taxed. Your positive contribution will be of high value to the Nigerian Police Force.
In appreciation, one of the newly promoted Deputy Commissioners of Police, Mr. Ezebike, thanked the Inspector General of Police and the Police Service Commission for the promotion and assured they will not disappoint.
I want to express my profound gratitude to the State Commissioner of Police, Anambra State, and his lieutenants who made our promotion possible. Because without them, our platform will not move this command. And we want to attack the Inspector General of Police, Alhaji Usman Baba Alkali, who accepted Abafo to meet his treated.
From the State Police Command Headquarters in Oka, I am David Obokwasi reporting for ABS News.
To ensure success of the April 2023 Population and Housing Census in Nigeria, the National Population Commission, NPC, has commenced trial census training workshop for Southeast principal trainers in readiness for the exercise. Correspondent Joseph Ebocha reports that the workshop held at Archbishop A.K. Obiefuna Retreat, Pastoral and Conference Center, Okmonoka, has in attendance about 150 participants, including the academia from different tertiary institutions in the zone. His report.
Declaring the event open, the Federal Commissioner representing Anambra State in the National Population Commission, Honorable Chidi Ezoke, represented by his Enugu State counterpart, Honorable Ejike Eze, assured of the Commission's determination to successfully conduct the trial census in its quest to deliver credible, reliable, acceptable, and verifiable census to the nation. He noted that involvement of academia in the exercise is part of efforts to ensure credibility and success of the national assignment, while explaining that the 2023 population and housing census in Nigeria will be computer-assisted and free from human interference. Honorable Ezoke noted that President Muhammadu Buhari and the international community have given support for the success of the exercise.
The zonal training of trainers of shop is therefore designed to train the facilitators, who will in turn carry out the state level trainings of the enumerators and other field functionaries in readiness for the trial census. As you are aware, His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, on the advice of the National Council of States, has graciously approved the conduct of the trial census.
On her part, the Southeast Zonal Coordinator of the Commission, Mrs. Ekwi Elibe, who noted that Masters Trainers Workshop had taken place in Abuja, explained that the zonal exercise is designed to train facilitators who will in turn carry out state-level training of enumerators and other field functionaries in readiness for the trial census.
There's need for us to now test all those things we have done, to input all the corrections and to test them to ensure that when we have tested all these instruments we are going to use for census, whatever we found out in the course of all this testing, we will now correct it. So that's what is bringing us to what we are doing today, and that is trial census. We are now training personnel that will help us to train enumerators that will carry out this serious task.
For the Anambra State Director of the Commission, Dr. Joachim Olase, state-level training of enumerators and other field functionaries for the 2023 exercise will hold at Idemili Council area on the heels of the ongoing training in Oka.
What we are doing is trial population and the housing census. The methodology is digital. There's no paper. As the accounting people is going to our server in Abuja. If you count one person, it will record in Abuja in the server. So that is the methodology we are using. And
Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, has launched a special request card to celebrate the Bishop of Ekulobia Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Peter Okmaleke, who was created a cardinal by Pope Francis. Bishop Okmaleke, born on 1st of March 1963 in Amesi community, Agwata local government area of Anambra State, was among the 21 bishops elevated to the rank of cardinal by the Pope and will be the second cardinal from Anambra State after Francis Cardinal Arinze. Launching the special request card, the Director of News and Current Affairs of the ABS, Mr. Geb Okmaleze, declared it open to Catholic faithful, Christian communities in the Anambra, Nigerians, and all well-wishers of the bishop, adding that the card is selling at ABS Oka, Onitsha, Newi, and area offices across the nation at 3,000 naira for radio and 5,000 naira for television. Present during the launch include ABS Director of Programs, Mrs. Neka Ekunife, Head of Radio, Mrs. Abele Uzebo, Marketing Officer, Mr. Lambert Eze, among others. The federal government has declared June 12 a public holiday. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the federal government has done enough to honor the presumed winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, Chief Moshood Abiola. He also said that President Muhammadu Buhari would address the nation through a live broadcast on Sunday, June 12, 2022 by 7 a.m. to mark Democracy Day. President Buhari had in 2018 directed that Nigeria's Democracy Day, which was hitherto marked every May 29, be shifted to June 12 in honor of late Chief Moshood Kashimawo Abiola, the presumed winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. The president had also honored the late Abiola with a posthumous award of Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Mr. Mohammed, during a press briefing at Radio House in Abuja, said no government had immortalized Abiola than Buhari's regime. The member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedu Bidigwe, has given 2 years tuition-free education to the students of Colonel Mike Atta Secondary School, Mbonando, Enugoto Aguleri, Anambra East local government area. Honorable Bidigwe made this known when he went on sightseeing at the school where fire raised a section of the building recently. Correspondent Chibuzo Okoye completes the story.
Honorable Bidigwe, who was accompanied by the Anambra State Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Julius Chukwuemeka, Presidents General, community leaders, traditional rulers, among others, said that the visit was to ascertain the level of damage done by the Inferno. The federal lawmaker, who had already started the reconstruction of the building, regretted the level of damage done by the Inferno and promised to renovate all the dilapidated structures in the school, where it was gathered that he has before now brought computers, chairs, lockers, tables, among numerous other educational materials. In order to motivate the students to be more committed to their studies, Honorable Bidigwe undertook the payment of their school fees in the next 2 years in order to reduce the burden from their parents.
I've already resumed work at the very particular building that got burnt. Seeing is believing. We have come to see, one, there's need for government intervention. Also, there's need for community intervention. Also, there's also need for stakeholders intervention. All hands need to be on deck to ensure that this school is resuscitated from immediate extinction, because the situation we are seeing is a situation where one day you come here, you won't see any student.
The Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, who is an alma mater of the school, while commending the lawmaker for his benevolence, said that the Soludo administration is determined to reposition the state's education sector.
It is something that ACOMA does every day, reaching out to every nook and cranny of the state, trying to liberate people, especially those the downtrodden, in the state. So it is not new. So all I have to say is to thank him. Thanking him sincerely, because this school is my alma mater. This school deserves the best.
For the traditional ruler of Mpunando to Aguleri, Igwe Johnson Mbanefo, and the President General of Enugu to Aguleri, Chief Nnamdi Ikele Adimora, Honorable Bidigwe has done a lot for them and his constituents and called for government's assistance to alleviate their suffering.
Chiedu bụ oke nwa anyị nwere anyị ji eme ọnụ iwu o megolo anyị ama agwụleta this school ị na-ene anya mgbe ọ bụ local government chairman ka o renovate this school ọ bụrụ sọ na ọ yakwuru ụmụaka ụgwọ akwụ that school na-agbara ọkụ bụ nya na-renovate ya na so iwu o mere anyị eke anyị ekpere anyị na-ekpere bụ ka Chukwu devi ya ndụ ka arụsie ya ike ya na ezinụlọ ya na-ayọ Chukwu ka onye ive ọ ga-eji wee na-eme aka ọma ka ọ dịka akọ ya.
In their separate remarks, the principal of the school, Mr. Stephen Ekwebeli, and the students of the school, Ms. Rejoice Nwora, all described Honorable Bidigwe as a shining light that should be emulated by others and prayed God to bless him at all times. Earlier, Honorable Bidigwe met with the community leaders, women groups, and youths, where he discussed with them the need to safeguard all government institutions and facilities and expressed displeasure over the fire incident. From Unando, Enugu to Aguleri, in Anambra East local government area, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
China has warned the U.S. that any attempt to make Taiwan independent from China will trigger military action by Beijing's forces. Chinese Defense Minister Mr. Wei Fenghe met his U.S. counterpart Mr. Lloyd Austin on the sidelines of an Asian Security Summit in Singapore. Mr. Wei said that splitting Taiwan from China would leave the Chinese military with no choice but to fight at any cost. Mr. Austin later called Chinese military activity provocative, destabilizing. He said there were a record number of Chinese aircrafts flying near the island on a near-daily basis, which undermines peace and stability in the region. China views self-ruled Taiwan as an integral part of China's territory, a stance that prompted Mr. Wei to condemn U.S. arms sales to Taiwan. Nigeria has been handed a big boost ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Sao Tome and Principe, with midfielder Innocent Bonke returning to full training. Bonke had missed the Super Eagles' last 2 matches due to injury. The Laurent of France star copped an injury in Nigeria's 2-1 friendly defeat to Mexico last month. Bonke was replaced by Katsina United defender Sani Faisal at halftime of the encounter. Super Eagles media officer Babafemi Raji confirmed his return to full training ahead of the team's trip to Morocco. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV, log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And for live streaming service for all your events, call us on 070-3249-8150, 080-3383-2326, and 080-3388-8526. And now before we go, a recap of the main points. Anambra State government has demolished kidnapper hideout in Oba. Anambra CP has decorated promoted officers and taxed them on professionalism. June 12, FG has declared Monday public holiday to celebrate Democracy Day. China has said Taiwan independence will trigger war. And here is a special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that does it on the news tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enuchoke. Kachifo.